The training regimen that forged the world's strongest hero. Simple, yet brutal. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run. Every single day. We all saw what happened when the tornado of terror Tatsumaki attempted this legendary workout. It ended in a fiery, dramatic collapse, a testament to its sheer difficulty. Oh no. Another powerful Esper is stepping up to the plate. Her sister, the blizzard of hell, Fubuki. She's seen the aftermath of Tatsumaki's attempt, but her approach is different. It's not about brute force or ego. It's about strategy, discipline, and understanding. This is the story of how Fubuki took on Saitama's training and what she discovered along the way. In a quiet, secluded training yard, Fubuki prepares. Her hair is tied back, her expression serious. She methodically lays out a water bottle and a towel. No audience, no fanfare, just pure focus. She begins a series of deep, controlled stretches, warming up her muscles with a precision that borders on scientific. She knows her own limits, her body's capacity, far better than her impulsive older sister. This isn't a challenge to be conquered with overwhelming power. It's a puzzle to be solved with intelligence and endurance. She closes her eyes, taking a final deep breath. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run, she murmurs, the words a quiet vow. Let's begin. Unseen high above, on a nearby rooftop, a small figure watches. Tatsumaki, arms crossed, feigning disinterest, but her eyes are locked on her sister. Fubuki lowers herself to the ground, positioning her hands. The first push-up is clean, the second, the third, the 10th. She maintains a steady, deliberate pace. This is nothing like the explosive bursts of psychic energy she's used to. This is a slow, grinding burn. By the 20th rep, her arms begin to tremble. By the 30th, beads of sweat are forming on her forehead. At 40, she pauses for a second, her muscles screaming. This is more intense than psychic combat, she gasps, her voice strained. The raw physical exertion is a foreign language to a body accustomed to letting its mind do the fighting. Hidden from view, Tatsumaki scoffs quietly, but a flicker of something else, perhaps, surprise, crosses her face. Fubuki grits her teeth and continues, pushing through the pain. One painstaking rep at a time, 50-60. The world narrows to the space between her hands and the ground. This isn't about pride, it's about resolve. After what feels like an eternity, the final push-up is done. Fubuki collapses onto her back for a moment, chest heaving, before forcing herself into a sitting position for the next phase. The sit-ups. She hooks her feet under a sturdy pipe and begins, her core muscles immediately protesting. She finds a rhythm, a cadence to her breathing, turning the exercise into a form of meditation. In, out, up, down. Her mind, so used to commanding immense telekinetic forces, is now focused entirely on the simple, agonizing contraction of her own abs. For a fleeting second, as the fatigue intensifies, a familiar green aura flickers around her. A subconscious urge to lift herself, to cheat, but she immediately suppresses it. No shortcuts, she mutters, her jaw tight. The aura vanishes. High above, Tatsumaki's eyes widen slightly. She's actually serious, she whispers, a hint of grudging respect in her tone. Fubuki doesn't notice. She's already moving on to the squats, her legs shaking but her form unwavering. Each squat is a victory, a small act of defiance against her own physical limitations. 98, 99, 100. She stands, panting, legs feeling like jelly, and looks toward the open road. The final test awaits. The 10-kilometer run begins. Fubuki starts at a steady jog, not a sprint. She paces herself, conserving what little energy she has left. The city streets blur past. People turn to look, surprised to see the elegant leader of the Blizzard group engaged in such a mundane, sweaty activity. She ignores them. Her focus is on the rhythm of her feet hitting the pavement, the air burning in her lungs. Round the 3rd kilometer, a sudden commotion erupts ahead. Grotesque, slimy creature, a wolf-level threat, at best slithers out of an alley, menacing a group of civilians. Fubuki's first instinct is to stop, to unleash a hellstorm. But her body screams in protest. She's exhausted. Instead, with practiced efficiency, she raises a single hand without breaking her stride. A small, concentrated blast of psychic energy shoots forward, striking the monster directly in its single eye. It pops like a water balloon. The civilians cheer, but Fubuki just keeps running, her expression unchanged. Just then, a figure in a familiar yellow jumpsuit and red boots jogs past her effortlessly. It's Saitama. "Oh hey," he says casually. "You training too?" Fubuki manages a tired but confident smile. "Yes," she replies between breaths. "Properly." Saitama gives a simple nod and continues on his own run, quickly disappearing into the distance. The final stretch is agony. Every muscle aches, every breath is a struggle. Fubuki can see her starting point just ahead, a finish line that seems miles away. Her vision starts to blur, her legs threatening to give out with each step. She thinks of her sister's dramatic collapse. She thinks of Saitama's casual strength. She thinks of her own desire to understand, to grow beyond the shadow of her own power. With a final guttural yell, she pushes through the last few meters and crosses the imaginary line. She doesn't fall. She doesn't collapse dramatically. Instead, she stumbles to a halt, leaning forward with her hands on her knees, gasping for air. Slowly, she lowers herself to the ground, sitting with her legs outstretched, completely and utterly spent. A profound sense of accomplishment washes over her, silencing the pain. She did it, her way. A pair of red boots enters her field of vision. Saitama has looped back, an unreadable expression on his face. He stands over her for a moment. "You know," he says, breaking the silence, "you don't have to copy it exactly. It's just something that worked for me." Fubuki looks up, sweat plastering her hair to her face. She nods, a genuine smile forming. "I know," she says, her voice hoarse but clear. "But I wanted to understand." A shadow falls over them. Tatsumaki floats down, landing silently beside them, her arms still crossed. "You're both ridiculous," she says, her usual sharp tone lacking some of its bite. Fubuki just looks at Saitama, and then at her sister. For the first time, the three of them stand together, not as rivals or allies of convenience, but as three individuals on different paths to strength. And in that moment, the psychic sisters begin to realize a crucial truth. Saitama's incredible power wasn't just born from a physical routine. It was forged in the quiet, unyielding fire of persistence, a strength of will that no psychic power could ever hope to replicate. Thank you so much for watching. It's always fun to explore these what-if scenarios in the One Punch Man universe. What do you think? Could Fubuki actually stick with the training? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more anime deep dives and fan stories. I'll see you in the next one.